Stardom has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate.
On 1st down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 11 from the 19. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that's caught by Beasley. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I hope he works.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On the carry for Kansas City.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Helaire, the ball carrier.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Mahomes on target there to Hill. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Edwards-Helaire on the carry.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I would think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return, not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Singletary to get the drive started. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
First and 10 at the
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After 1, it's 9-0.
With the score, Chiefs 9, Bills 0.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Check. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
On the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Yeldon, and he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On first down, Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A 27-yard attempt.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
It's third down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings
on third down, Yeldon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen going deep for Diggs. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
For Kansas City.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
53 's the mark. 53. Check 53.
From the 27, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Singletary. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is it?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama. Then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And
8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. with Singletary. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Loss of 2.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now this time, Allen will throw. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
A 3-yard loss.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hauschka's kick is good, and that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at
now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes pass.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion. But he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe you... And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Taco Charlton able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And going deep for Hill. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Just 2nd and 10.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Smith catches left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Allen's throw is complete, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Over the middle here to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Yeldon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
makes
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So that'll back him up 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught inside the 5.
That's good.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here now Roberts, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 7.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brought down.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Allen to throw. And that's caught by Smith. Sheds off the tackle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in live cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
They'll look to throw. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. And a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. One final try from Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro corner, Josh Norman.
Who wants some?
Tonight's
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bills, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.